4 robot capabilities, marking the end of humans. Are you worried about AI taking over the world and getting rid of us humans? At what point do we know humans' days are numbered? I have been asking these questions and doing a lot of research on it. Thankfully, we have reasons to be optimistic about the human future. The current AI is amazing at intelligent tasks. It writes high-quality essays, diagnoses our medical symptoms, writes code like a senior computer programmer, and does deep research in a snap of a finger. It all sounds good, but a critical flaw of current AI is that it doesn't have a body that could move like humans. At the moment, this is a unique advantage of humanity. But technology is moving fast. Once a generic robot develops proper bodily functions, humans are officially in trouble. I personally believe this will take at least a decade because robots are hardware. Hardware updates just couldn't move as fast as software updates. It costs a lot of money to set up proper equipment, procure and move the raw material. In terms of time, it takes about 6 months to manufacture a semiconductor chip, and you need assembly and a global supply chain to deploy these robots. It also takes multiple iterations to get the hardware right. Let's say it takes 10 iterations of hardware, and each iteration takes 2 years. That's 20 years. And that might be an optimistic estimate. If a robot can think like a human and move like a human and continue to improve their thinking and bodily functions, then we humans will become an inferior species over time.
We're not used to thinking about things smarter than us. If you want to know what life's like when you're not the apex intelligence, ask a chicken.
With that in mind, here are the 4 capabilities humans still do much better than robots. But once robots master them, the era of human exceptionalism probably will be over. 1. Tying a necktie. Tying a necktie appears simple, but in reality, it requires continuous adjustment, soft object manipulation, and error correction without explicit rules. A tie is long and soft. Manipulation is more complicated than rigid objects. Every motion alters the next. If a robot can tie a necktie on a person as effortlessly as a human, it has mastered unstructured, everyday dexterity. Researchers are currently trying to make this work. As of 2025, this is the best robots can do so far. The supposed tie-tying is still pretty far away from the real-world scenario. As you can see, robot dexterity still has a long way to go. But it's getting better exponentially by day. I will keep an eye on their progress and keep you posted. Chances are researchers will figure this out within a few years. Two, playing flute like a pro. While robots can play the notes of a flute with mathematical precision, they struggle to match the soul and technical nuance of a professional player. Humans have dozens of tiny muscles in the face that allow for microscopic adjustments. In music playing, these adjustments are called embouchure. A professional flutist constantly changes the shape, tension, and position of their lips to create the proper embouchure. As you can see, these adjustments change the tone from breathy to pure or aggressive in milliseconds. On the other hand, The advanced robots of today, as shown by Waseda University's WF4RAV here, use silicone or mechanical lips. While they can move, they lack the organic high-speed micro-adjustments that a human flutist has to produce a consistent, beautiful tone. Flutists also have to blow air into the flutes in a very precise way. A pro player uses their diaphragm, lung, tongue, and mouth to create a multitude of airstream configurations to produce various tones and colors of music. Today's robots use air pumps or bellows to supply the air, which can sound steppy or mechanical and lack the nuance pro players can make. If a robot were to achieve the level of a professional flutist, the implications would ripple far beyond the concert hall. It wouldn't just be a musical milestone, it would be a physical intelligence milestone. The flute is arguably the hardest instrument for a robot because it requires very sophisticated manipulations. Unlike a piano or a drum, flute playing requires putting soft material, aka lips, against a hard surface, combined with producing variable airstreams. If a robot can master a flute, it means we have solved microscale tactile sensing. Microscale tactile sensing is the ability of a system to detect and interpret touch at extremely small spatial scales. This tech would immediately transfer to robotic surgery, delicate search and rescue, or handling fragile biological materials with the precision humans couldn't fathom. 3. Applying eyeliner. Did you know robots these days can draw your blood and clean your teeth? There is even a specialized robot called Luum, which can apply eyelash extensions. But they still require rigid mechanical fixtures and specialized protective equipment to reduce errors. There are currently no robots who could apply eyeliner. Applying eyeliner is one of the most difficult grooming tasks for a robot because of the extreme precision required near the eye and the softness of the eyelid. Luum has proven a robot can safely work millimeters with high speed and precision. Applying eyeliner seems like a logical next step. But applying eyeliner is a mundane, day-to-day task that shouldn't require specialized protective equipment. And the robot must be able to predict or react to a blink in microseconds to avoid poking the eye. Eyelid skin is very thin and moves easily. A robot needs to know exactly how much pressure to apply so the line doesn't skip or smudge. Doing one eye is hard. Making sure both eyes are done symmetrically makes it even harder. If a home robot can draw winged tips beautifully on a pair of blinking human eyes, that same technology can be used for many other tasks that require exceptional fine motor skills in an unstructured environment. Plumbers, electricians, hairstylists, and many workers in skilled trades will be replaced. 4. Fighting wildfire. Wildland firefighting is the ultimate stress test for any physical system. Unlike a factory floor where every movement is mapped, a forest fire is a landscape of unstructured uncertainty. Fighting wildfire requires hiking for miles over steep, uneven terrain while carrying more than 40 pounds of gear, followed by 12 to 16 hours of intense physical labor. A human can walk 30 miles on the energy of about 3 Big Macs. In comparison, a robot today would require a 500-pound, 50-kilowatt-hour battery to perform the same amount of mechanical work. Imagine we deploy these robots to the fire scene. How are we supposed to move the super-heavy robots from the fire scene when they run out of battery? But if a robot can actually successfully replace firefighters in wildland firefighting, this would mean we have finally solved the energy problem for robots. It also means the robots can be deployed in unstructured environments and are not constrained by having energy sources nearby. If this happens, robots will outlast humans in tough environments. So that's it. None of these capabilities involve superintelligence on paper. They are skills that humans possess, and robots simply don't yet. But that is precisely why they matter. If robots can tie a necktie effortlessly, play a flute like a pro, apply eyeliner beautifully, and fight wildfires vigorously without bricking, human exceptionalism will end. Humans will become like chickens in the eyes of a new machine species. Will it ever happen? I don't think there's a definite answer yet, but we will know in the coming years. Please comment below and tell me what you think. Also check out the video description for the sources I refer to. This video took over 20 hours to create. If you found it valuable, please consider like and subscribe. It truly helps support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.